Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Beer 30 with your host, me, Big Dub. Just pouring a beer here that I picked up while at home in Kansas City. But the reason I'm pouring that and something I want to talk about is kind of the 2020 trends that we've seen when it comes to craft beer. First thing that's really been taken off with a lot of breweries, especially the smaller ones that can't get their stuff out in the bigger market, is tap rooms. Reason they're doing that, it's instead of being able to go to the store where you go and you're just overwhelmed by just selection overload. There's too many beers sometimes to look at. You don't know what you're trying to find, or if you are trying to find something, sometimes you can't even locate it because there's just too many options inside the store. So you see a lot of breweries now going to tap rooms, so you can just go fall in love with the brewery and just go get their stuff there instead, and then trying some of the test stuff like I have here. Pick a brewery you love, go to the test room, go enjoy what they have. Something else that's really kind of taken place here in 2020, and I think it has to do a lot with the health conscious people, is lower ABV beers. Like I said, it seems to be the reason a lot of breweries are doing that is for the people that are more health conscious. They still want to enjoy beers, but not get the calorie overtake, especially with the higher ABV beers, the higher hop beers. I mean, to be honest, 73 million Americans are aged 25 to 39, and 40% of them consider themselves fit. So it is a huge market that a lot of the breweries are going for, and I can understand why with that big of a market share that they're trying to get after. Let's go ahead and take a sip of this. From Boulevard, this is their Test Dual Hemisphere IPA coming in at 5.8%. On the nose, you get some sweetness, maybe a little hoppiness, but not much. So with that kind of nose, I'm not expecting the overpower punch hoppiness that you get from an IPA itself. Okay, when you drink it, you get the opposite of what you expected with the nose. You still get a little sweetness up front, and then those hops come roaring in. They punch you right in the back. If you do like that hoppiness, that bitterness, this is a beer for you. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's very delicious on the back end. I like that earthiness, that flavor that comes from the hops, and that little bit of bitterness that just travels down the back of the throat. I enjoy that quite a bit. And something else I think a lot of people are really going to start enjoying when it comes to the beers, especially as things start coming legal, you see a lot of CBD beers starting to happen. And I wouldn't be surprised in states where weed is legal, you're going to start seeing some cannabis style beers. I know there's already some out there. I know they're infusing them with like the cannabis oil where it is legal. So you are seeing some CBD beers. I mean, there's CBD water all over the place. So now the beers are starting to make their way out there. And then, yeah, I expect some cannabis style beers, especially, your Washingtons, your California. I wouldn't be surprised if I start seeing them show up here in Illinois, as it's been legal for almost a year now. Another thing, and it's kind of surprising to me that, because it's a beer that I've really started loving, sours. They are starting to get that wide appeal finally. I know there's a lot of people who can't stand sour beers, but they are starting to grow. It's been a slow, steady increase. It hasn't overtaken the market, and I don't think it will ever overtake the market, but you have seen a steady growth of sour beers in the marketplace in 2020. Just from Gozas to, Berliner Weiss, stuff of that nature, or just a straight sour itself. You really start seeing that show up on the shelves, and a lot of the breweries start making them because a lot of people are starting to drink them and enjoying them. And one thing that's kind of died down here in Chicago, it's one thing that a lot of people used to do for Goose Island. They get in line for the Bourbon County Stouts. Those high ABV beers that everyone used to wait in line for days for, I think they're becoming more niche, is kind of what I'm seeing. Reason being, breweries all over the place are starting to make them now. So if you can't get it maybe at one place, another brewery down the road or in town is going to have something very similar. So everyone waiting in line, waiting for that one, if they don't get it, they can go find something else now with that higher ABV count. And it also goes back to the fit people. They're not drinking the higher ABV stuff anymore. So the market share, the marketplace for drinking that higher ABV is definitely going down. Like I said, it's becoming more of a niche thing. Yeah, people might get it, hold on to it, kind of show it off, but you don't have the long lines as you used to, or people waiting for days to get it. So that's kind of the 2020 trends I have kind of noticed while doing some research here. I'll get back to this beer, give you a quick review on this one. Again, getting punched by the hops there, which I enjoy. So for this one, I'm going 9 out of 10. And until next time, if you think of anything else that's kind of trending that I might have missed on, shoot me a message. Let me know. Share, like, hit the alert, and cheers until the next Beer 30.